Our coffee breaks with researchers aim to spread knowledge about regional development and innovation. By sending a camera around the world, we present you with different angles and insights on the topic. We ask researchers directly and in a personal manner about their work. We want to make scientific knowledge accessible to all. Hi, welcome to Coffee Break with Researchers. Today, I'm having a coffee break with Marcus Grillitsch. He currently works at the Department of Human Geography at Lund University, and he's an expert in economic geography, regional science, and innovation studies. Hello, Marcus. Thank you for joining us today at our coffee break. How are you doing?
Hello, Lorena. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm having a Colombian black coffee. Which coffee are you having?
I have a Wiener Melange.
Today I'm reading one of your recent papers, the one about innovation in peripheral regions. Could you please tell me what the main idea of the paper was about?
Well, I grew up not in a big city. I grew up in a rural area. I worked a lot in more peripheral areas, and it is important to have good jobs there. Otherwise, people move to the cities, and innovative firms, they provide interesting jobs. But then if you talk about innovation, it's all about cities, and that firms in the periphery are not innovative. I know innovative firms in the periphery, and so I wanted to challenge this general belief.
That is very interesting. So how did you challenge that?
Yeah, first we have to start with a general story. And innovation is about knowledge, and firms, they combine their own knowledge with knowledge they find outside the firm. In cities, you have a lot of knowledge. You have many organizations, you have firms, you have universities, you have research facilities, and they provide jobs for qualified people. And then you also have the so-called local knowledge spillovers. Spillovers, what is that? Think about milk. If you boil it too long, it will flow over and spread over the surface. The milk is knowledge. The pot is an organization, and the organizations that are close to the one that produces the knowledge will benefit first, and then the knowledge spreads over time further away. In cities, you have many organizations and a lot of knowledge to spill over. In the peripheries, you don't.
That's a great example, but I still don't have clear what that means for firms in the periphery. Could you please clarify that?
Yeah, the good thing is that the firms can also acquire knowledge in other ways. And one way is to collaborate with distant partners. Now, in the literature, we often assume that collaborations complement local knowledge spillovers, meaning that if you are in a city, you will also collaborate more. In contrast, we investigate whether collaborations can compensate for a lack of local knowledge spillovers. So whether firms that are in the periphery collaborate more. And if they do, they could potentially innovate as well as firms in cities do.
Is that your main finding, or do you have any other important conclusion that you would like to highlight?
Yeah, it's also our finding. We have done an empirical study also. We looked at more than 2,000 innovative firms in Sweden. And we found that the further away they are from the knowledge centers like Stockholm or Gothenburg, the higher is the likelihood that they collaborate. And this pattern holds in particular for those firms that have strong capabilities in-house.
These are important findings for academics, but also for practitioners, right? Do you have any relevant recommendation for policy making?
Yeah, it indeed gives some hope to peripheries. It means that innovation is possible in the peripheries, and that firms, to be innovative, they do collaborate frequently with partners that are further away. And policymakers might reflect how to support innovative firms in the periphery, and in particular how to support them to connect to the knowledge sources they need to be innovative.
Thank you once again for your time. It was really nice to have you here in a coffee break, and I wish you all the best for your future research and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lorena. Thank you for your interest. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more details about this research, find here the link to the academic publication. See you next time. Bye-bye.